Hey there, Wargamers, Justin and Painter, and today, boom, got another unboxing for you guys. I'd like to welcome you guys back to the channel. If you are new here, please alpha strike that like and subscribe button. And if you're a returning viewer, thank you for having my 6. I appreciate you having my back. Thank you for being an awesome lance mate, star mate, whatever the case may be for you. Thank you for being here and supporting what I do. That said, we're coming down to the wire with the NOVA Grinder box entries for people that have been submitting stuff for me. This one is from Lytton. He sent over a lance. I think he's going to be the last one to get one here before the con. And I just finished doing his pilot artwork, and I ordered the cards for the grinder event for the legendary pilots to be there. Hopefully they look good, I don't know, but it's going to be cut into the wire for those even getting here in time for the event anyway. That said, I'm not sure what we've got in here, so we'll cut into this today and see what minis that he has painted up and if he left us a note or not. So we shall see what he's got. And I hope that everyone who's participated in this has had a good time. Obviously, this has helped me out greatly because there's no way I could have gotten all of these minis painted myself. Not only painted, but supplied. Everyone who did this stuff for me supplied minis, which was fantastic. So this is really neat to me. They've really helped me out and contributed to something very cool. So here we go. I opened this from the bottom side because his address is on the other side. So clearly there's foam, and I think they're going to fall out, but I did not want to dox them. So I'll try and open this without destroying anything. So we will see. Now, I believe Craig played in my my Battletech event at NOVA, I think last year as well. I believe he played Comstar last year. And it sounds like he's going to be there this year as well, which would be pretty cool. These look cool. Unfortunately, you guys got to see them already. Let's see if he left a note. Again, I opened this from the other side because I did not want to dox him. So he supplied pilot cards as well. So we've got the cards that go along with all of these. That's pretty neat. Thank you. And let's check out the note that he has supplied for us first. Alright, so our note says, Justin, I hope you will find these useful for the NOVA Grinder. I painted them as my personal mercenary company, Lytton. So A, awesome that I can read your handwriting, and B, thank you. So we've got a thing here. I imagine this is his custom mercs. So very cool. And alright, so he did break this down. So we have the Headhunter Lance, second Fire Lance of the Corns Crows First Company. So we have got a Banshee. He's got the variant that he likes. I will actually try and put these on the list of things to use as well, because I don't have variants for everything yet. So for the standard units in the box. So we've got the Banshee, we've got the Archer, we've got the Stormcrow, which is his personal ride, and the Valkyrie. And as we go through each one, I'll name off the stuff he's got here. So we've got the Headhunters of the Fire Lance of the Crows First Company. They're often given missions to neutralize enemy command and control, and have excelled at this task. The Lance is known for their aggressive maneuvering in battle rather than simply blasting the enemy from afar, seizing the initiative and keeping the enemy on their back foot. The Audacity has not been without cost, as the Lance is often returned with heavy battle damage and suffered crippled mechs. Vandal recently lost his Jenner, JR7-F, but was able to claim a salvaged Stormcrow to replace it, and that would be Craig's actual ride too. So let's go ahead and check out the units we've got here. And let's see, got my little paint handle to put them on, and we'll start with the Valkyrie here. Ha-cha. Get a little zoom in, a little sound effects. Pew! Alright, so first of all, I want to point this out, and I wonder if he had us do these. I don't remember. He's got custom decal on here. That is pretty neat. So it is his crow with the stars, and is that like a nautical star or something? I'm not sure. It looks like the thing in the middle looks like the one that's like almost like a compass kind of thing. But he's got custom decals on his guys here too, which is really, really neat. We've got the jeweling on the cockpit, which he's done something here that I think is really good. If you're doing photography on mechs, this is a little bit of a pain in the butt, but for in-person stuff, this is a perfect idea. He's got the green color here, and then it's either green color that's gloss, or he's put gloss over it. Either way works. You can see as I rotate this, the light catches it. In person, this makes it read like glass. For flash photography, this is a pain. It doesn't read well because sometimes it catches the flash and you lose it. But for in-person stuff, this is great, and I highly recommend it if you're not worried about the flash photography to put some gloss varnish over your canopies. So we've got, I saw a 24 over here. This one looks, I think that's freehand. That looks freehand to me. And that is pretty neat. And we've got a pretty standard like beige or tan scheme. And if I recall, pretty sure he is a veteran in real life. And while there's not a camo pattern here, given his age bracket, he's probably Desert Storm era would be my guess. Not 100%, but that would be my guess. He may have mentioned that to me, but I don't remember. So something that is reminiscent of a desert color, which a tan color would be, makes sense to me, given his personal deployments and so forth that he may have done in his lifetime. So pretty cool that I believe he has got something reflected on his mechs that may come from some personal thoughts or experience. This may be me just injecting and being completely inaccurate, but that would be my guess. And that's very cool, especially because he's got his like custom guy here. And one of the skills he requested for his legendary pilot for the grinder was a skill that is based on his experience in the military, specifically doing like nighttime mission stuff. So pretty cool. We've got some basing here, and we've got some variations, some subtle variations from here to here, with the different types of material or the colors, which is indicative of a normal foliage or yard or something like that. If you're walking around, like next time you walk outside, check out your yard or the woods or wherever you're at, and really think about it. Because when I base models, a lot of times it's kind of the same thing everywhere. And if I mix and match blades of grass or tufts, it feels weird. But then when you actually walk outside and you look, there's so many different plants that in our heads it doesn't click, but they're there. It's really over the place. So like this right here's a nice transition of different types of green for the different types of plant life that might be down there. So that is pretty neat. And this right here would be the Valkyrie. He's got the Valkyrie recommended as being the VLK QA. This one is piloted by Terrence the Wizard, Terrence Wizard Michael, and he's a missile boat. Boop, boop. And I have a feeling that each one of these is probably named after one of his buddies in real life. That would be my guess too. Not 100%, but that would be my guess. Moving right along, let's go ahead and grab the Banshee here. And this one is Banshees. The variant he fancies this one to be is the BNC 5-5S. This one's from Stephen Beast Percy. He's a sniper. And again, so as I've mentioned this before, a little bit of a disclaimer. When I get sent a lance that is unified, I end up saying the same things over and over, or I've already tackled a thing. So please don't take me not finding lots of things to talk about as me being like lazy. I guess this is anxiety or fear a little bit because I'm trying to do right by you guys. But when they're all the same paint scheme, I end up kind of being repetitive, and I may not say the same thing over and over. So if you guys think I'm being lazy or not trying to find things to talk about, that's not the case. It's just, each paint scheme being different makes it a lot easier for me to like go, wow, look at this new thing. These guys are unified, so I've already talked about the beige and so forth. But one of the things I will mention on this is that you can see more so of his decal here for his custom merc company. So that, the crow, and you can really see that here on his shoulder. Let me get a little zoom in. And let's see if I can get it to focus there. Whoop. We're really tight here, and let's see if the camera, there we go. So you can check that out. Very cool. Again, we've got the gloss canopy with the green on our Banshee here. He whited out the face, which is cool and really gives the illusion of the Banshee's face, so it makes it pop. And I notice he's got a number down here, so 666. This is the mark of the beast, the wailing Banshee, bringing death to the enemies of the mercenaries here, or the people that have they've been paid to go blow up. Perhaps they're not necessarily enemies, but you're the guys that were being paid to destroy. So yeah, very cool. I dig the tan. I do like having unified stuff in this, and I'll tell you one of the things that's really nice about this is that I can pull from this and do some Aces content on YouTube, and some of you guys who painted models for the Nova Grinder box may see these pop up, and I think that's pretty neat. So. Next up, let's grab the second to last guy, and this one here will be the Archer. Boom. This one is the Archer. He fancies it being the ARC-4M variant. This one is Ian Spades Frazier, is the guy that he fancies being the pilot, and he's a missile boat. And so he's got the iconography here on this side of the torso here. Still got our same beige paint scheme going on. Got our very varied basing, which is cool. And let's see if he's got a number. So he's got a number on this side too. This one is 23. So far we've had 23, 24, and 666. I'm wondering if the Stormcrow, when we get to it, is going to be a 20 number or a unique number. If he is also in the 20s, perhaps the Banshee is different for a reason. So very cool. You can see more of the cockpit stuff going on here. So you get that little green where it transitions from lighter green to darker green at the edge. And he's got that gloss varnish in there to make it pop. So very nice. And this one has got the spade on top, and this one's call sign with spades. So also nice little touch. Very cool. And you can't go wrong with an archer. It's oldie but goldie, tried but true mech. So the archer, the warhammer, the marauder, things of that nature. Like those are some classic. I mean, I was going to go through a few other ones too, like the Shadowhawk and the Griffin as well. Some of those types of mechs from that era, just all classics. And every time I see an archer, I'm excited about it. And I think we've got a couple in our grinder box, which is pretty nice. So I definitely dig it. Pretty neat. And let's transition to the last mech bro today, and that is going to be the Stormcrow Ryokan. This is the E variant. This is Mr. Lytton's ride himself. He fancies this the Stormcrow E, which is a striker. And this is Craig Vandal Lytton, and this is his ride. And he's got his crow's icon up here. Here we go. And you can see a bit more of the canopy because this guy's got more glass exposed. And let's see, do we have a number? Yep, so this one's 21. We have, is this one 22? So this one's 24. This one's 23. This one's 21. And the Banshee said 666, but the logical number would have been 22 for him. So, Craig, if you're watching this, what's the significance of the unit numbers? Who is number 22, or why the jump, out of curiosity, if you don't mind sharing? So I definitely like this. Very clean paint schemes. I dig the beige, and as somebody who has painted up Northern Highlanders with the beige for the Ilkline era stuff or Dark Age era stuff, I'm a sucker for the beige. So very cool. I dig it. Like I said, each one of these is kind of the same. So once we got past the Valkyrie, we knew we were going to be seeing similar paint schemes on all of them. So not too much to pick up on other than the different numbers, but very cool indeed. And I dig it. If you're watching this, Craig, thank you for contributing these to the Lance. Ooh, actually, let's zoom in on here. Notice the thing as I'm talking, I'm trying to look and spot. And let's see if I can get this to focus here. Camera's struggling. Let me do a slow zoom out till it focuses. All right, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. All right, are we gonna focus in here? Can we read that? It's gonna be really tough, but I just noticed he's got freehand in the side of his torso here, right in this area. It says Vandal. Camera's struggling to pick that up, but that is what it says. So very, very cool. I wonder if he's got that on any of the other mechs, because I know he had Spade for spades. The Banshee, oh, okay, I get it. So this is the Banshee's call sign is Beast. So he's got the mark of the beast. Okay, so we got that. The Archer is Spades, and he's got the spade here. So we've got that. And the Valkyrie is a wizard. Let's see if he's got something on here that we missed. 24 icon. Does he have anything on him? Because we had the spade, we had the call sign. Yep. So I did miss it indeed. It says wizard right here. So very cool. I'm glad I went back and noticed that because it's very subtle and small, and because this isn't like some crazy color, it blends in well with something that would look like a unit icon or text or something like that. This doesn't take away from the paint scheme. It's just there. It's like if you see like military writing on the back of a tank or something, or the side of a cargo container with a bunch of military text or numbers or whatever. Like this blends in the way it should, and it isn't drawing major attention to itself unless you're looking for it. So we found that. So this is Vandal. We found the text wizard on the Valkyrie, and we found the spade decal on the Archer for spade, and actually it even says spades across the canopy here. And then we have the Banshee, which is the mark of the beast. So we have 666, and I wonder if he wrote, yep, and there it is. So now that we're looking, beast on the side of the head. So every one of these has their call sign on the mech itself. and 2 of the 3 have something particularly unique, which was the spade here, and then the number on him being 666 for Mark of the Beast. So Craig, thank you for sharing these with me. Thank you for donating them to the Nova Grinder box. That is pretty awesome. As a final recap, Craig has provided us with a Valkyrie, the Wizard, we've got the Banshee, the Beast, we have got the Archer, Spades, and then we've got the Stormcrow Ryokan from Mr. Craig himself, Vandal. So I think that is pretty awesome. I think there's going to be a great addition. And for any of you guys who are watching and aren't exactly sure what's going on, this is one of the last entries that was submitted as donations for my Nova Grinder box for Nova 2023. I'm doing a Alpha Strike style grinder to help promote the game, do something for Battletech to do my part to help grow the community, and then after Nova, I'll use these at local shops and stuff to run demos when I can, and then next year at Nova 2024, I'll use them to do some content or do some stuff for the community as well. I put out a call for community members to paint up mechs for me, and then in exchange, I had this concept for making one of them, or making the artists into legendary pilots for the grinder box, so players will occasionally roll into a legendary variant of these to play with. And then I did my my part to get a little bit of a kickback from DRD to everyone who painted to help give them some store credit as a thank you for helping out. So that's what we've been doing. Craig here again is the last person to send in minis. We have one straggler who might get some in, but it will likely not be before Nova, so I won't get the filming done. So that said, Craig, if you're watching this, thank you, man. This is badass. I appreciate the models you painted, the paint scheme, and the extra little effort to put in custom decals and the extra uniqueness of the squad member number of 666 on the Beast guy here, the spade decal, and then the free-handed text and all of them. That's a nice touch. Very cool. Thank you so much for donating these, and hopefully they'll help grow the community, and you'll get to see what we're doing at Nova this year anyway. That said, that's all I've got today for you guys. Thank you so much for hanging out with me today. If you want to help support what I do, check out Fortress Miniatures and Games for all your Battletech needs. If you'd like to pick up anything from Death Ray Designs, where my day job is, that'll help me out too. We got a coupon down below. And finally, if you want to paint up some minis of your own and want some paint, you can check out the Pro Acro line from Monument Hobbies, link in coupon code in the description below. And finally, a big thank you to everyone who supported the channel, for everyone who's a patron, and if you guys want to take that big step to be a super supporter, check out Patreon. That said, folks, thank you so much for hanging out with me today. Craig, thank you again for this awesome lance. We got the Headhunter Lance of the Corrin's Crows, first company, and they will be right at home in the Nova box. Thank you again. I'll catch you guys hopefully next time. Keep rolling your dice, keep painting your models.